Hi everybody, Cheryl Lynn. Welcome to Makeup University. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, if you're a subscribed member, welcome back. If this is your first time here and you haven't subscribed yet, would you consider it? And then ding the bell so you don't miss an upload. And by the way, the uploads. Okay, I know that on YouTube, it's advised that you upload regularly. And I can honestly say I'm super good about doing Wine Wednesdays, even though it's not really beauty related other than the beauty of a nice glass of wine. So thank you for subscribing. If you have, share. If you haven't, today's topic, by the way, happy October. Whoa, wow. How is it October already? Yeah. Today's topic is about samples. Let us debate influencers, bloggers, podcasters, anyone on any platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, any platform. If you are a person who creates content and uploads it, and you feel like you are in that giant pool of the loose term, this is air quotes, influencer, we should talk about samples. This is a sample I received a while back. I just happen to love it. My favorite thing about working as a beauty blogger is that I have met so many brands that I would never have tried or thought to try it or looked twice at had I not received a sample. Well, here we go. I recently had an experience, and I feel personally, what do you feel? That the whole sphere of blogging, vlogging, influencer, like that whole sphere has been changing, melding drastically the last few years, and then especially now during COVID, everything's just different. Everything is anybody's game. But here's what happened to me, personal experience, and what made me want to come on and talk to you about it. Let us debate. When you receive a sample, what is your next course of action? What happened was months ago, like pre-pandemic ago, months ago, I received the initial email, blah, 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 this, do you want to try it? And I looked at their website, I'm like, wow, this looks interesting, this looks good, I'm in, game on. And I received the sample and I test it, review it, post about it, send the link back to the brand so that they can see that we've had a trade here. There's been a moment. And frankly, when it comes to paid posts, I can honestly say in COVID time, I've had 3. I'm saying 3. I am the smallest of channels, smallest of bloggers. I do it because I love it. I have a strong opinion that if you, in the moment of answering that email, if you agree in that moment, yes, XYZ brand, I'd like a sample. That is the moment where you have committed to writing, posting, videoing, podcasting, whatever you want to do in your specific platform. You commit. What happened that triggered this whole debate conversation with you is that there was a brand and their agency reached out and they were like, hey, we sent you this and we haven't heard back, blah, blah, blah. It was actually a mistake. Somebody, oddly enough, had the same name as me, and it was a mistake that I received that email. But actually, I had already had the product. I actually really, really like it. Used it, wrote about it, posted about it. Like, I did my end. And it was very kind that the agent had written back to me, and I shared her what I'm sharing with you, that personal common decency. If you say yes to a sample, you've said yes to review. Period. What had happened is there was a response that came back to me and she was saying that it happens so common, so often, that bloggers take a product and then never post about it, never write about it. It doesn't matter if you take a product and you don't like it. That's where you write about it. You're like, well, this is the size, this is what it retails for, this is where you can get it. I received this as a sample, and I don't like it. It's not my favorite. It stung my eyes. It stung, whatever. I guess I just wanted to debate this because I want to know your opinion, because I think that the moment you say yes is the moment you've committed that you will tweet about it, Facebook it, Instagram post it. Maybe you don't do a full video or a step-by-step trial. If you love it, you do, but if you don't like it and you don't want to go through the steps of showing people how to use a product you don't like, that you simply post like in your once a month, like if you do the empty, do you remember a while back empty videos were a big deal? I hardly ever see an empty video now. My whole point in coming on was I wanted to hear from you. Let's just have a little healthy debate. What do you think when a brand reaches out and offer to send a product and you decide to take it, whether it is a paid post or not? Because this leans into a second debate and a second conversation, and that is when you're doing a paid post across the board, the understanding is that you give your honest opinion, whether you like it or not, paid or not. And I feel like sometimes some of those paid posts that you see, there's a lot of glowing response. And I've tried the product, and I'm like, maybe they embellished. Just something to debate and to talk about. I would love to hear your experience. Makeup University has been around for a lifetime, my son's lifetime, 15 years. And there was a time where I would receive PR packages. Some of them invited, some of them weren't. This is our third part of the conversation. So not so much now. I don't beauty blog full-time anymore. There was a time where I did, and on the dot, like Monday through Saturday, I would receive packages, PR packages, and some of the product I had answered an email and said, yeah, I'd love to try it. But sometimes, because the address is on the blog, that if you want to ship a PR sample, somebody would just send something without talking to me first, and then I would get a product and open it up and be like, what is this? Where did this, what? So maybe it needs to be broken down into 3 tiers. The one that is paid and you definitely want to partner and you definitely want to try the product. 2, where it is a trade, not a pay, and you receive the product. And then 3, those mystery packages. Yes, I got some of those mystery seeds from China. It was so weird. 3 is the random PR package shows up and you don't know what to do with it. I have had those, and I still respond, and it doesn't get as much coverage as a paid or a trade post. Whew. What do you think? And for me, everything is different now due to the way things are, due to COVID. So I am still blogging. I still answer some emails if I'm interested. And what I have noticed, for me to talk about something, it has to be a product that, like, there's a trade. Either I get the product to try, and hopefully it's try and paid, and then it comes with all these benefits. But I've had a lot of people just reach out with, don't you want to interview so-and-so? No, not unless you're buying a full paid ad. So there is my chit chat, and just curious, what is it like for you now? Are you still doing paid posts? Are you doing trade posts? How do you, I guess, let's narrow it down to one question. And I got to click off here. I don't want these to be long. When I see those super long videos, I don't watch the whole thing. I click through fast forward. So if I see like a 20-30 minute video, I go boop, boop, boop. That's why I want it to be short. Please answer me in the comments. How do you feel? How do you deal with a product that you have received? Boom.